Mum? Yeah. What was Dad like? A nutter, a plonker, a complete waste of space. Your dad once said, a wise man is a man who's wise. A wise woman is a woman who knows one too many things. Of course, I told him off for that. He was a bit of grass back then. Still is. I know. Your dad, he was a bit of a grass. You know, one time he actually told me off for being too loud. And then I said I'm gay to him. Of course he laughed in my face, but he'd always laugh in my face, even when he knew I was right. This was his favourite place. Whenever he'd plan on killing someone, it would always have to be in here. But he was so observant. He'd hide in a pottery and plot on killing people. Yeah, of course I told him. I said to him that he was not allowed to kill people. And did he listen? No, he wouldn't. The very thought of it. Your dad was a wind-up. I mean, he'd always have the last laugh. Sounds like Dad. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I remember one time when we brought you back to Sunnysides, when your granddad owned it. He would always blame your granddad for anything that he ever did. Didn't matter whether it was a beer that he'd poured wrong, or even something that he didn't even know he'd done wrong. Your dad would always have to have the last laugh. So he was a bit of a narcissist, your dad. And he wouldn't even admit that he had done something wrong. Because in his mind, he'd never do anything wrong. When Billy was born, you were 5 seconds after Bob, so you wouldn't have known. But when Billy was born, she was... Hi! Who's that? No one important. But, okay. So you were 15. I was 18 when I had you. You know. And your granddad was full on support to me. But your dad, he was a complete idiot. He'd always blame someone or something. There's always something to blame with Tony. He was the one that would blame everyone when it was going wrong. Didn't matter if you were being a kid, mucking around. No. It mattered if you were dying. That's all he cared about. So Dad was an evil cow. Your dad was an evil dog. One time I actually wanted to send him to the dogs. Said it to his face and all. That was when we were 21. Mum, that was years ago. 48 years ago, to be exact. No, it's not 48 years ago. It's 29 years ago. Yeah. And he would always make sure he'd have the last laugh. He would always make sure that he was growing stronger. Even when you were in the right, he'd always have to be in the wrong. That was your dad for you. What was Granddad like? Now that's a story. Your granddad was so hilariously gentle. He loved you guys. He'd always know that you were the ones for him. He loved his kids, loved his grandkids, everyone he ever met. He was full of love. I miss him. Your Uncle Bruce does too, but he won't admit it. Even Carla does. Auntie Carla. Yeah. Wait. Carla's my auntie? Yeah. She's my sister. But you were the one that got rid of her. No. No. That's not how it worked. I got rid of her because your dad forced me to. I needed to get away from her. Your granddad loved us all. So Carla's my sister? No, Carla's your auntie. She's my sister. So Bobby and Billy on me and Billy, yeah, that's true. Why is Billy spelt with an I-E? Billy is spelt with an I-E, but she was originally spelt with a Y, not I-E, because it's very confusing. I don't want to do this. What don't you want to do? I didn't want to tell you this. What? So what didn't you want to tell me? Can we walk and talk? Yeah. Come on. So you know how I've been acting towards girls recently? Yeah. And every time I try and get you involved in a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, you didn't want to do it. Yeah. Because and it's nothing to do with the fact that you're bi, Mum. Right. Bobby. What is it to do with? It's to do with the fact that I'm gay. What? You? Seriously? You're gay? Yeah. Oh, Bobby. I'm so proud of you for that. And I know that it's not going to change the way you are, Bob. I mean, I've kind of known for a long time, but you were gonna come out as bi because I knew it in a heartbeat. Anyway, we need to go and get the kids snacks for tomorrow. Why? I've already got them. Did it yesterday in co-op. I really did. I need to go and get the kids birthday presents. You did that already. Oh yeah, I did. Sorry. Mum, I heard really bad news. By bad news, you mean good news, good bad, or bad bad? Good bad. What's the good bad news? You know we have the site, yeah. What if we don't pay up by the end of the year? By the end of the month, we're gonna lose everything. But Dad's will came in today, and he left us all the money, and he even paid off the debt. Terry would do that. Yeah. Oh my God. Terry. My Terry would do that. Beautiful. We're gonna have a celebration. Same day as your brother and sister's birthday. Let's do it, Mum. Let's do it hatchet style. Come on. So what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Your sister's birthday is tomorrow, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to do everything we can to ensure that the birthday doesn't get ruined. But it's Mick's birthday tomorrow as well. Exactly. And the last thing we want is for Mick to be wondering where his dad is. I just want him to have a really good day, okay? Okay. Where's your uncle? Where's Uncle Bruce? I'm right here. There you are. What have you done? I've got the karaoke playlist. I've got the Mega Mix. The Sticker Mega Drive. The Sticker what? Nothing, it's just a fancy way of saying stereo Mega Mix. You've really pulled this out the bag, haven't you? Yeah. What I will do, I'll get it right. What do you mean, get it right? What I mean is, there's one thing that I haven't told you. It's about the will. The will. You said you had it covered. Yeah, I know. I do. But you see, I noticed there's a fine print said in the event of a freak accident, you are the sole owner of Sunnysides. You and the family. What? Me? Owner of this place? That's brilliant. I love it. Yeah, I thought you would, but it comes at a cost. A cost? What do you mean? A cost? The cost of living. The cost of living. Is he serious? Is Terry actually that thick that he actually thinks I'm going to kill myself? No. But he also said, goodbye my sweet. I hope I see you again. What? When did he write that? Wrote it ages ago. Right. All we got to think about is the kids, my little kids, and their birthday. That's the important thing, okay? Not Terry's empty threats. Well, Dad left a will. Yeah, I know. I'm the sole proprietor. Well, actually, both of us are. Brilliant. Let's do this, brother. Alright, sis. Let's focus on that birthday party for the kids.
For the kids.
Yeah.